Good morning, class 9. So today we'll start a new chapter of our term 1 syllabus, statistics. Chapter number 14, statistics. See, up to grade 8, you have studied the same thing, statistics, as data handling. You have studied this as data handling. Let us first understand the meaning of the word data. In Latin language, there is a word called datum, which means information, and it's singular. Datum is singular. It means information. So, collection of many such informations, the plural is data, right? So, this word has been derived from the Latin language, okay? And I hope you are quite aware about the word data. Even in computer, you use the word data. It means information. Let us understand how important data is. I hope quite a few of you must be reading newspapers or watching news in television or in YouTube or some other channel. So you must have heard definitely that recently Facebook or say WhatsApp, they were accused of leaking the information. They were accused of leaking the information. What is information? Data. तो बेटा आने वाले समय में in the coming era, the theft or heist for money, for other petty things will not be as crucial as the theft of data. रुपए की चोरी, पैसे की चोरी या किसी ज्वेलरी की चोरी, ये सब बहुत नॉर्मल चीजें हो जाएंगी. सबसे क्रूशियल, दो कंट्रीज के बीच में अगर वॉर हो सकता है, दैट विल बी ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ लीकिंग ऑफ डेटा. इंफॉर्मेशन लीक. न्यूज में पढ़ते हैं आप लोग, पेपर में भी आता है कि सो एंड सो टेररिस्ट या सो एंड सो पर्सन वाज कॉट हु वाज इन्वॉल्व्ड इन एन इलिसिट एक्टिविटी ऑफ पासिंग ऑन द क्रूशियल इंफॉर्मेशन ऑफ मिलिट्री बेसिस टू द एनिमी कंट्री, राइट. सो इंफॉर्मेशन, डेटा की चोरी, इंफॉर्मेशन की चोरी बहुत खतरनाक होती है. So data is very important, right? So first thing that comes is, say for example, for instance, you have lot of money and you want to start a petrol pump. You have got a piece of land on the highway and you want to start a petrol pump over there. So you will approach one of the oil companies like Indian Oil Corporation, IOC, or Bharat Petroleum, BP, or anything, or Reliance, whatever it is, or SR. You will contact them. You see, I have money, I have this piece of land on the highway and I want to start a petrol pump. Straight away they will not give you the license. They will send a surveyor, an investigator. That fellow will come at the place where you have that land and that fellow will investigate. What will he investigate? He will collect the data, he will collect the information. What information? कि उस रोड से कितनी गाड़ियां पास होती है, हाउ मेनी व्हीकल्स पास थ्रू दैट वे, इज इट ए वन वे रोड विच हैज अ डिवाइडर इन बिटवीन और इज इट अ रोड विदाउट डिवाइडर, हाउ मेनी व्हीकल्स पास ऑन एन एवरेज, हाउ मेनी व्हीकल्स विच आर रन बाय डीजल पास थ्रू दैट वे, हाउ मेनी कार्स और ऑटोमोबाइल और टू व्हीलर्स और व्हाटसएवर इट इज विच रन ऑन पेट्रोल पास थ्रू दैट वे, एंड to the left side and to the right side of that particular piece of land, to what distance is another petrol pump, what is the frequency of a person starting there. Frequently means how often a person can stop at that place. After collecting all this information, they analyze the data, and if they think that company will be in a state of profit by giving the license, only then you will get the license, right? So collecting the information, collecting the data and then analyzing it, that is all that we will study in statistics. First, let us understand the word statistics. Study and analysis of any static information or data is called statistics. Static, whatever information you have, that is static. It is a constant quantity. It is not going to change. मैंने information देख ली. I was standing on a road for a particular time period, say 1 hour. I have seen that there were 13 scooters, that 13 two-wheelers that have passed. There were 7 cars that passed through that way. There were 2 trucks which passed that way. I have collected all such information. Now the data that I have collected, the information that I have collected, I can't change it because whatever I have observed is static over there. It can't be changed. It's not variable. It's constant. So any data that you have, it's constant, right? That is static. To study that, to analyze it, is called statistics. Also, you are aware about one thing, that in every 10 years, census is being conducted in our country. Census, जनगणना आपने सुना होगा. Census. What happens? The people, they come to our house, they collect the information. How many people are there? How many males? How many females? How many adults? How many kids? How many infants? Right? They collect all this. How many are educated? To what level they are educated? How many females are educated? How many females are uneducated? How many have gone for higher studies? Income, everything. Do we have any sort of, do we rear cattle or do we breed them? Whatever it is, they collect the information, right? So all this information is collected, this data, this is collected. Then after collecting, it is arranged in a particular format, right? Then government क्या करती है? Government officials, there is a particular department for it, statistical survey department. सांख्यिकीय विभाग आपने सुना होगा, नहीं सुना तो पता कर लो. डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ स्टैटिस्टिक्स, उनका यही काम होता है. एंड बेस्ड ऑन दैट गवर्नमेंट के पास वो सारी इंफॉर्मेशन होती है. उनके जो इन्वेस्टिगेटर्स होते हैं, दे इन्वेस्टिगेट इट, देन दे प्रपोज कि दिस इज द लेवल ऑफ एजुकेशन, दिस इज द लेवल ऑफ प्राइमरी एजुकेशन, दिस इज द लेवल ऑफ हायर एजुकेशन, दिस इज द लेवल ऑफ पॉवर्टी, दिस इज द लेवल ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स. यूट्यूब पे भी जब आप कई चीजें देखते हैं, वीडियोस, व्हेन यू वॉच देम, you see there are many surveys which are conducted online. What is the motive behind these surveys? They just want to collect the information. Okay, they collect the information. Based on that information, an idea is generated. So government भी अपनी जो policies बनाती है, it is always made after analyzing the data that they have collected. This is the population of the country, this is the density at a particular place, this is the most dense region as far as population is concerned, this is the very lightly populated country or lightly populated state, whatsoever it is, उसी के हिसाब से वो डेटा बनाते हैं. तो statistics plays a vital role in making policies. Okay, so study and analysis of any static information of data is known as statistics. So पहला पार्ट क्या होता है statistics में? सबसे पहले we collect the information. So first thing is collection of data. After collecting the data, we have to arrange it. We have to arrange it, or we have to classify it. Why? So that we can present it. So second thing comes presentation of the data. I give you an example. Maybe you must have watched a cricket match on television. What happens? Suppose there is a match between India and England. England has batted first. So on the x-axis, they have runs. On the y-axis, they have overs. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 overs match. Runs 50, 100, 150, 200 and so on. So you will see, suppose India is batting and that is the 25th over of our batting. So you will see a worm, a graph which represents the pattern of runs scored by the English team. They have batted. Now India is batting, right? So we see, ऐसा हो सकता है कि for some time we were not scoring the rate at which they were scoring, then our rate went high. Okay, now say we are here. So what do we understand from this? This is representation of the data, information कि how many overs have gone, what are the runs scored in those particular overs, per over how many runs were scored. Based on that information, this graph was created. So this is a form of presenting the data. Now looking at this form, we can say कि India is ahead. India is in a better form. जब हमें पता चल गया कि रन्स हम उनसे बेटर बना रहे हैं, हमारी एवरेज उनसे बेटर है, सेकंड थिंग हम क्या देखते हैं, हाउ मेनी विकेट्स आर डाउन, हमारे कितने विकेट्स डाउन, व्हाई, ऐसा क्यों, इससे यू आर इन अ पोजीशन टू प्रेडिक्ट द आउटकम ऑफ द मैच. Is India in a position to win? Is India not in a position to win the match? Whatsoever it is. So you derive conclusions from that. You generate ideas from that. How? Because the data has been presented in a very good manner. Okay. Also, you will see, ऐसा भी आपने देखा होगा, the same data can be presented as like for a particular bowler. Let's talk about a particular bowler. A bowler has a quota of 10 overs, suppose. So first over, second over, third over, fourth over, fifth over, sixth over. Now here are the runs scored. मान लो 5, 10, 15. First उसका first over, suppose 4 runs ही score में. Second over में बैट्समैन ने अच्छा धोया उसको, 10 runs score हो गए. Third over में say 7 runs. So this is again presentation of the data. Data is presented by looking at this bar graph. You can easily say in which over he was beaten, right? And in which over he was economical as far as his team is concerned. So we can generate ideas. So this is presentation of data. So data can be presented in many ways. It can be presented in graphical manner. Graph can be a curve, it can be bar graph, it can be histogram. We must have studied all those things. If not, we'll repeat it here also. So this is presentation of the data. Also, in newspapers, you must have seen a survey is conducted, like elections are going on in a particular state. Say there are 4 different parties. So you will see a circular part. Then you see this region. They say exit poll says this is for party A. These many votes. Then party B. These many votes. ये C के लिए, ये D के लिए. Exit poll ये. This is a forecast. These many seats they are going to get. So at this point, this is called a pie chart. So data is represented in a circular manner. We know this entire angle is 360 degrees. Suppose we see here it is say 95 degrees, and this is 120 degrees. So this is 60 degrees, and remaining it is here. So what we predict from this, we see that party B is running ahead of all other parties. So the chances for this party to get a majority are more. So this is nothing but presentation of the data. Also, the same information can be presented in the form of a table. Suppose a survey was conducted in a village, right? About the population. So age and number of persons. Now age was 0 to 10 years, 10 to 20 years, 20 to 30 years, 30 to 40 years, 40 to 50 years, 50 to 60 years, 60 to 70 years and so on up to 100 years. उन्होंने सर्वे किया, the survey was conducted. तो number of persons in the age group 0 to 10, say there were 17 persons. 10 to 20, there were 21 persons. 20 to 30, there were 30 persons. 30 to 40, there were again 33 persons. 40 to 50, there were 29 persons. 50 to 60, there were 27 persons. 60 to 70, say there were again 20 persons. So on. ये information है. So what happened? अच्छा, one more thing. This is representation of a data in the form of a table, in the form of group, in the form of groups, right? So this is called group distribution. This is grouped data. Data represented in the form of groups. Age group बने हुए 0 to 10, 10 to 20. Now you may have a question. Suppose the age of a person is 10 years. तो वो कहाँ होगा? 0 to 10 में होगा या 10 to 20 में होगा? So in all such data, all such tables, all such grouped data, always remember upper limit of the group is excluded. Upper limit excluded है. तो अगर किसी की age 10 years है, that person will come in the age group 10 to 20, not in the age group 0 to 10. Suppose the age of a person is 30 years. He will not be in the group 20 to 30, rather he will be in the group 30 to 40. Upper limit is excluded, lower limits are included. Okay children? So this is representation of the data in the form of group, in the form of table. So children, before you start any exercise 14.1, just go through the content that is given in your textbook, read it thoroughly, find out if there is any word, phrase or sentence that you are unable to understand. Feel free to ask your doubts, understand it, then we will move on to the exercises. Okay.